is Bambinita.
Bambini, Bambini. I'm a little children, it's Bambini. Come, let's learn in various fun. It's an educational TV show.
Welcome to your number one educative, informative, and entertaining kids program. Bumping into the whole world. Today we have Grace Month International Montessori. The kids are here to showcase their talent, not just in books, but also what they can do with their hands. They're going to do something like macaroni. I hope you don't know that. You're going to know that today. Something like flower pots, belts, like a whole lot of things with beads. Yes, they're going to do that with beads. And you're not doing that alone. We're doing that with Anti-Realistic, the woman behind Realistic Rent Creations. So follow me as we join the kids to know what they can offer to us. How are you all doing?
We are fine.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yeah, we are ready.
Yes.
Okay, so we're going to have a chit chat with Anti-Realistic. But before we do that, we're going to have a quick break. After that, we continue our conversation, okay?
Okay.
Every child is so unique,
You like no other.
outstanding in every way.
It's me like no other.
So anytime you walk and play,
You like no other.
you are special like Indomie.
It's me like no other.
Did you know that every child on the planet has their own unique fingerprint like no other?
You like no other.
I can play the drums. I'm talented.
It's me like no other.
I can sing. I can dance.
You like no other.
As well as their own unique talents and abilities.
I can cook. I can paint. You like no other. Indomie. Indomie. You like no other.
So every day, in whatever you do, remember you are special in your own way, like no other.
Thank you, Mom, for letting me know I'm special and for making me my special Indomie.
Thank you, Mommy. I love my Indomie.
This advert is FDA approved.
Welcome back from that short break. The kids are here to have fun and enjoy ourselves. Not just enjoyment, but also learn through fun. So my kids here are going to mention their name. They're going to introduce themselves to us because we don't know them. So that you also know them. Baby girl, what's your name?
Manuela Zaza,
Okay, your class?
Basic 5,
Basic 5. Okay. So what can you do for us today?
the slippers.
We are going to do your slippers for me, okay? Your name?
Caramel Kuninchi.
Your class?
Class 3.
Class 3, okay. What about you? Your class?
Basic 2.
Basic 2. Gentlemen, your name?
My name is Eleona Naeji,
Your class?
Basic 6.
Okay, so I have basic 6, basic 2, basic 3, basic 5. Auntie, please, what's your name?
I'm anti-realistic, as they've been calling me. Yeah.
Okay, so I have Anti-Realistic here, and my name is Handycraft Decoration. We are doing this to have fun and also learn. So, Auntie, we are going to start our chit chat. But before then, we want to know who Anti-Realistic is.
Okay, so anti-realistic is a young lady who is poised with handicraft and decoration. I'm actually a student from the University of EW. I read mathematics, but I actually love doing handicrafts. Yeah, so basically that is me. And I love impacting these skills to children. Yeah.
Wow, that's the big thing. Impacting that to the kids. Kids, who has a question to ask Auntie? Who? Baby girl, let's go.
That's realistic. How did you first started with handicraft and decoration? And how have your skill evolved over time?
All right. Thank you. Thank you for that question. I think my journey for handicraft has been when I was just a child like you, when I was very young, my mom used to sell materials for crocheting. And so I was actually fascinated by how young girls troop in to buy those materials. So I was wondering if I could also do some. And so I started. Due to that, my mom stopped selling because she felt I was wasting resources and money. But then I realized I had passion for it because her action did not deter me from doing that. I remember at some point in time, I could even use my feeding fee to go and buy yarn to come and weave something I didn't even have any idea of. As time goes on, my skill developed from just crocheting to other sectors. That has to do with bead making, macrame, floral design, millinery, and then crocheting as well. Yeah, so that is how my process has been so far.
So the main thing is determination.
Yeah.
She was determined to the point that she could use a feeding fee to buy things, to do all these things. Wow, that's so powerful. Who else?
With handicraft and decoration into your curriculum, what benefit do you see in this creative activity bringing to your children?
Okay, that's a nice question. So my role as a teacher, I actually try to incorporate handicrafts and decoration into the curriculum through hands-on activities and then structured projects that would have to make the students use their fine motor coordination skills, spatial awareness, and also problem-solving skills. And we all know all these things are in the curriculum. And it helps the students to be innovative, problem-solving, and other skills that are developed. And through that, I think the curriculum is poised with all those things.
Okay. Who else?
What do you find most rewarding about teaching these crafts?
Okay, most rewarding. Actually, my joy is seeing my students come up with something I least expected, especially when I teach something and they are able to create something new. In fact, this key holder, I taught them how to do a simple style, but someone came out with something like this, like an umbrella or a mushroom, of which me myself,
This one is my
yeah,
shoe. I'll take it home.
it gives me joy. I get joy when I see that actually what I am doing is bringing a result.
Yes.
Yeah, it gives me joy. So that has been something rewarding to me. Not money, but the joy of seeing them accomplish something. And then the second one is that some of the students feel shy. So I realized that through the process, they are able to get self-confidence that when they bring something out, they forget themselves and take away that shyness. And it makes me happy.
Okay.
Yeah.
So taking away shyness.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to be shy of anything. Nothing at all. Uncle, what question do you have for Auntie?
Have you navigated any challenges in teaching handicrafts and decoration to school children? How have you navigated these challenges and what have you learned from them?
Wow, a brilliant question.
That's nice. I think for the challenges, they are there a lot, especially when it comes to do with handling sharp objects and also handling a large class size, and also maybe the diverse skill level of a group. Sometimes it becomes a challenge for me, but being able to navigate it, I'm able to bring my team members on board. Yes, and also with the diverse skill level and the class size, I make sure I put them in groups whereby they'll get knowledge from other students who are sharp in that angle. Yeah.
All right. And how many schools do you have now, as it stands now? How many schools do you have teaching this crafty works with? How many schools?
Actually, this is the only school,
Okay.
but I have a lot of organizations and a lot of, organizations that I teach. Yeah, so I go from programs to programs and all that stuff.
I'll be building a school soon so that you come to my school.
All right.
All right. So another set of questions. Who is going first? Okay.
Can you describe your creative process when working on handicraft and decoration? What inspires your creation when working on handicraft and decoration?
Okay.
Okay. I think that's a brilliant question.
Yeah, that's the thing.
For my process, my handicraft process, have always been a journey of imaginations. But I actually take inspirations from nature, art, and cultural motifs. So sometimes I imagine the finished project before I start. So when I know I'm going to do maybe a macrame bag, I already have the shape, how I want it to look like in my mind. So I make sure I blend materials, colors, and other things to make sure what I have in mind is actually brought to reality. That is how my process has been. I actually do not have any signature for my thing, but I'm known for paying attention to details. And then I'm also known for bringing intricate designs into my patterns. That I always say that creativity beyond your wildest imagination. Thank you.
All right, Auntie, you said before you start, you picture the
Yes.
end product in your head. before
Yes,
you do.
yes, I do
What
that.
if it comes out like what you imagine is not what you get?
Well, they all know I have a saying that every mistake is a
New style.
very good. So for creativity, we have missteps, we have other petty mistakes you can do, but it doesn't really matter once you've gotten a new style. But like I say, I mix colors, I mix textures to be able to bring what I've imagined to life.
Right, that's a brilliant one. All right, so let's clap. Wow, you're all doing well. What if a kid comes to class? Maybe this is the time we're about to do this handicraft thing, and then the child comes and the mood is so down. What do you do to like spice them up to be ready for the work?
Okay, that's nice. You see, these things we are doing is also fun. So I make my class fun that when a student is moody or not happy, at least there's something that will boost the person's morale to do something. So I make sure I give projects or projects or some kind of work to that student that will motivate that particular student to come back to what we are doing. So that's what I've been doing. Yeah, I actually do that a lot.
Another question.
Are there any memorable moments or experiences that stand out to you in your teaching journey?
Yes, memorable. A lot. I remember I had a student that I started teaching. She was crying. So I realized
What's the problem?
there was a problem. So I asked her, she said she wants to stop.
Oh,
I was like, oh, why? You have signed up to do it. Why do you want to stop? She said she doesn't have any interest in doing it. So it was up to me as a teacher to do something. So what I did was that I actually did that a project for her alone to take to the house. And then when she came back, she actually did it. So I started developing some interest in her. And as it stands out now, she's the best student so far.
wow.
And she can do a lot of things. And when I remember those ones, yeah, it's a memorable event for me.
I clap. Wow. That's a good teacher one day. Baby boy.
In your opinion, what role does creativity play in the development and education of children? How do handicraft and decoration contribute to fostering creativity and critical thinking skills?
Hey.
That's a nice question. Okay. I would say that creativity plays a crucial role in the development of a child. Let me say the educational development of a child. So what I would say is that handicraft actually fosters problem thinking abilities. It also makes them innovative. It also helps them to make use of their hands. That is the spatial awareness. And by so doing, they are able to develop themselves, not only in education, but also in other sectors of life or the field of work. So for me, I would say that this handicraft and decoration have been able to bring out the creativity aspects and then the innovation aspect of my kids. Yeah.
Hey, that's so nice. Yours is to teach kids. What if an elderly person comes and say, Auntie Realistic, please, I want to learn. What would you do?
Okay. For here, I'm known for teaching kids, but actually, that's not my limitation. I teach other people, I teach adults, I teach even the physically challenged.
Wow.
Yes, and then the orphanage.
You are
Because,
blessed.
thank
You
you.
are
Thank you.
blessed.
So I have structured curriculum for all the aspects of people I meet. Yeah.
Let's clap, let's clap. This is so amazing. Teaching the physically challenged is not easy, but she does it. Wow, that's so it's so interesting. What question again? Who has another question to ask? Who? Hey, Auntie, let's go. You don't have any question? What about you?
I have.
Okay, let's go.
Do you have any advice for individuals looking to start their journey in handicraft and decoration?
This guy, I think the question is from
Yeah,
heaven straight.
yeah.
Okay, so Auntie.
Yes, I have a small advice for my beginners. I think the first advice will be for those who want to start this actually should start with basic things, the simple ones. Then gradually they will develop to the advanced one. So I think that that is the first one. And then the second one has to do with them practicing a lot. Because this work has to do with practice and experimentation. So they should experiment, mix colors, textures, to be able to know the ones that resonate with them. So that they'll be able to build up. And then the next advice is also, they shouldn't be afraid to ask. There are a lot of materials online. A lot of people who would want to teach. They should knock on their door and then they'll be able to make it. Yeah.
Okay, another question. Who has a question? All right.
How do you stay inspired and continue to grow as both an artist and a teacher in the realms of handicraft and decoration and working with children?
Okay. I'll say that I stay inspired by seeing my kids or my students doing this. It keeps me going. But one important thing that keeps me going is always challenging myself to leave my comfort zone. If I am able to do this key holder today, tomorrow I should be able to do another thing. So I keep on challenging myself and it keeps me inspired. And also my passion for the job, it keeps me going. And then me working with kids, they being able to bring out innovative ideas and their problem solving skills and other skills they develop keeps me going. Yeah. Thank you.
Let's clap, let's clap, let's clap, let's clap. The conversation is getting interesting, but you see all these things here, the kids are going to demonstrate to us what they can do. And they are going to do everything one by one. They'll do it together, but then it will be shown one after the other. But I have one or two questions for each of you. Eric, you were asking Andy questions. Means it's my turn to ask you questions. I'm starting off with you. What do you like doing aside this work?
I like writing stories.
Stories. So do you have a story? Okay, you're going to tell me one. So let's go. What story is that?
Sophia the Clever Girl.
Okay, let's go.
Sophia had two sisters and she lived with her parents. One day the parents told her to go to them, the two big girls, to go out and pick wood and then food. So the little girl wanted to follow them, but they didn't allow her. So the little girl followed them at their back. So as the day got dark, they picked wood
and food stuff.
Wow, what a nice story. She's not dumb, but it's nice. So you'll be the next Uncle Ebo to write stories to us. Write stories for us. Uncle, what do you do? What can you do apart from doing this?
My best is drawing.
Drawing. So can you draw me? You will draw me after the show, okay? Baby girl, what do you like doing apart from this?
I love to read and sing.
Read and sing. So can you sing for me?
Yes.
What song?
What do you like gospel?
Oh, I go with every song.
The Bible. Yes, that's the book for me. I stand out the word of God. The Bible.
That's the Bible. B-L-B-A. Yes, that's the song. Uncle, what about you?
I like to draw.
Draw. So you also draw me after the show. What do you want to be in future?
I want to be a teacher.
A teacher. And are you going to do this for life or you are going to blend it with teaching?
I'm going to play it.
You're also going to be like auntie. Okay, what about you?
A teacher.
A teacher. And are you going to do this for life?
Yes, ma'am.
So you're going to blend it, right?
Yes.
This word I think is from America because the way he speaks. What about you, dear?
And because I'm going to be a doctor in future.
Hi, doctor. So when the patients come, then you give a keyword that you send them, right?
No.
So you're not going to add it to your future career. Are you going to add it? Okay, so she's doing it for fun. What about you?
I want to be an Air Force soldier.
Air Force soldier. Okay, so after fight, then you do something for your colleagues, right? Okay, that's so nice. Well, we are zooming into the next section by which all the kids are going to do something. So what can you do? The slippers. So I'm taking the slippers home today. What about you?
Belt.
A belt. I'm taking a belt home too.
Key holder.
A key holder because I have a key here. I'll hang it right now. What about you?
Flower pot.
A flower pot. I'm going to put that flower pot on my table at home. So guys, without wasting my time, let's go to our sessions to do what we have to do.
Every child is so unique,
You like no other.
outstanding in every way.
It's me like no other.
So anytime you walk and play,
You like no other.
you are special like Indomie.
It's me like no other.
Did you know that every child on the planet has their own unique fingerprint like no other?
You like no other. I can play the drums. I'm talented. It's me like no other. I can sing. I can dance. You like no other.
As well as their own unique talents and abilities.
I can cook. I can paint. You like no other. Indomie. You like no other.
So every day, in whatever you do, remember you are special in your own way, like no other.
Thank you, Mom, for letting me know I'm special and for making me my special Indomie.
Thank you, Mommy. I love my Indomie.
This advert is FDA approved.
Alright, so baby boy, what are you doing? Belt. I'm going to do that for you. Okay, I'm a belt. You can measure my waist. Wow. That's my waist size. So if it's just one, we are going to double it. Oh, okay. So let's double it. Let me help you. Let me help you. So leave it. Okay. Alright. Baby girl. Baby girl, alright. I'm using a green. What's this? What's the name of this thing? A pot. Okay. So why are you using a green? Okay, I using a green and a white pot. Ash. Okay, why? Yeah, guys. Alright, come this way for me. Baby girl, what are you doing? A slippers. What materials are you using? macaroni and scissors. Someone does not know macaroni, so let's show it to the camera what it is. Okay, so this is a macaroni or pod. Alright. Uncle, what are you doing? A flower pot. Right, so what are your materials? I can see you are doing that with an empty canned drink. What's the motive behind that?
So that you can put your
Okay, that's so interesting. Wow, that's nice. Actually, I can see a bag here.
Yeah.
What is that?
This is a macrame bag.
A macrame. Those of you who don't know a macrame bag, this is a macrame bag. So that one to use, I think this called.
Yes, yes.
Okay. How long does it take for a kid, like let's say 5 years kid, to do something simple? Like what this guy is doing? How many days or weeks does it take?
Some maybe 2 hours. You should be able to finish. So for instance, a bag like this, because they are learning, they will do something small.
Wow.
Like
so
a pet. Yeah. So if they go home, they can do bigger ones. That is maybe the ones that will take a longer period. Yeah. But for the ones we do here, it's actually something cute. Yeah.
Is this one a straw?
No, this is a glue. You can see he's using it there, and this is a glue gun. So we put the glue in the gun.
And then you can use it to do
Yes, but you see, they have something he's doing. We call it improvisation. Because there's no light at the moment, he's able to melt it with a lighter and use it instead of the glue gun. Yeah.
So you don't have any excuse that you don't have light, you're not having light, so you couldn't do your flower pot or anything. You can get the glue, get a lighter, and you are good to go.
Yeah.
Wow. And then I can see fascinators here.
Sure.
They do fascinators too.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, these kids are brilliant too.
So, in fact, the handicraft has to do with 5 categories of things.
Okay.
They do bead making, macrame, they do millinery, and then they do crocheting and floral design. Wow. Then aside that, we have the decorations too as a whole. So that is basically what they do. So each semester they do an aspect of all the 5. So for instance, this semester we did an aspect of the macrame that has to do with the purse, the hotspot holder, the slippers, and some key holders. Yes,
so
and then
portable.
the flower
Even
vest.
fits into your pocket.
Yes.
Wow, it's so portable. Wow.
And then they did the key holder. They did some aspects of the fascinator, which is millinery. The millinery has to do with fascinators, hats, and the rest. Yeah. So that is it. And then the bead making, they did a belt and a key holder too.
We have come to the end of the bead making and everything. The kids were doing something and they are done. They are going to show us for us to have a feel of what the kids were able to do. So what did you do? You did a belt, and this is the end product. 2 different things. It's so nice. Baby girl, you did a key holder. So these are the key holders. You can get her and then she'll do one for you. And these are my slippers. This one, I'm taking it home, whether you like it or not. These are my slippers. And then finally, my flower pots. That will be on my table. So if you want to see that, come to my house this evening, you will see it. So, kids, before I'm done, clap for yourself. Clap for yourself. Clap. Well, Auntie, please, what do you have to say to the kids and parents at home watching this right now?
All right, so what I would like to say is that creativity plays a crucial role in the development of the child. And then what I would also advise parents is that they should invest in their kids. Ghanaians right now, TVET and STEM and STEAM education is evolving. So they should be able to invest in their kids. For instance, this school like this, the teaching is free. Parents would only have to pay for the materials the children use. So I would advise that parents should take the initiative and also invest in their children, because this will not only help them here, but it will also help their life somewhere. They can be able to cater for themselves. Like I was saying, my mom thought this wasn't anything good, but now I am living on it. It's doing something good for me. So now that she's not there, I'm able to cater for myself with these things. So I am advising parents that they should actually invest in this craft for their kids. Thank you.
Parents, clap, clap, clap. Parents, please invest in your kids so that they can do something which is more beautiful than this. If you want anti-realistic to teach your kid or come to your school to teach these things, call the Bambini number showing down on your screens, and then we'll be there for you, for auntie to teach you and also impart in your kids, in your life, wherever you want to do and wherever you want to go. I'm Naneki Aduma. I did this with the kids and anti-realistic. Let's say bye-bye to our mini fans.
Bye-bye.